And this is the third quadrant. This is other awareness. This includes empathy, situational awareness, organizational awareness, and service orientation. So empathy is about understanding and feeling another person's emotions, but it's also about the ability to kind of step into their shoes. It's the ability to understand what it's like to see the world through their eyes. So everybody has their own kind of perception or worldview of how the world works and how people are. So being able to step into their shoes will give you a lot of great information about who they are and what drives their behavior. And then situational and organizational awareness. This is kind of like empathy on steroids. So this is the ability to just walk into a room with a group of people and to just feel the energy, whether they're excited, whether they're engaged, or whether they're kind of depressed or cynical, whatever the energy is of the group as a whole. So that's what the situational or organizational awareness is. And all of this naturally leads to service orientation. When we understand another person's emotions, when you understand what it's like to be them, we just naturally want to help them, to support them, to help them grow and achieve what's important to them. And I wanted to talk about this person right here, Mr. Aaron Feurenstein. He ran a mill in western Massachusetts. It was a very small rural part of the United States, and it was a community of only about 5,000 people. And of those 5,000 people, about 3,000 people worked at his mill. So it was almost as if you weren't working at his mill, you were either a stay-at-home mom or you were in school. So almost the whole town was working at his mill. And at the time, he was manufacturing something called polar fleece. It was this kind of synthetic material that was intended to replace down for jackets and sleeping bags and things like that. So it was this kind of white, fluffy material. And then one cold December night, his mill caught fire. And it was this old wooden building filled with this white, fluffy material, so it just went up in flames. And everybody came out in the town to watch it and did everything they could. All the volunteer firemen were out there doing whatever they could to stop this, but there was just nothing they could do to stop this building from going up in flames. And he was there, Aaron Feurenstein was there that night, and he felt empathy for the people that were just felt sadness and hopelessness that their livelihood was being burnt to the ground. And he felt the situational and organizational awareness that this town could become like a ghost town without this mill. There wouldn't be enough jobs. Everybody would have to relocate. And he just naturally stepped into service orientation. He just stood up and he said, "We will rebuild." Right there that night, as it was burning down to the ground, he said, "We will rebuild." And he did. He could have easily taken the insurance money and moved to somewhere warm, but he didn't. He rebuilt that mill, and he even paid the workers during the time of the rebuild. So it just shows you, it's just a great example of empathy, situational awareness, and really stepping into that service orientation. It's really a great example of leadership. And he was named Best Corporate Citizen by Business Ethics in 2003. Just a beautiful story and a great example of leadership. And all of that, the empathy, the understanding leads to better relationship management. It's about building trust, coaching and mentoring others, teamwork and collaboration, building bonds, catalyzing change, inspirational leadership, conflict management, powerful influencing skills, interpersonal effectiveness and communication. All of this, all of that empathy and understanding leads to that building that trust, building those bonds, building that connection that you need in order to lead a group, that you need to have people listen and get behind your decisions, get behind who you are as a leader and what you stand for. And all of these skills can easily be developed as well. Well, not easily, but they can be developed. And it takes time and it takes effort, but you can develop these skills. You can develop the ability to speak up, to build those bonds, to communicate more effectively. And it just creates a huge impact on your level of effectiveness as a leader and your level of relationships and just your satisfaction with life as well. Thank you for watching this clip from our Emotional Intelligence Workshop. If you'd like to gain access to the entire workshop, including all of the handouts and tools that come along with this course, please click the link in this video.